Okay, now we must be live. Let me check and then we start. Yep, we are live. Yep. Okay. Okay, now. Hello, everyone. And today we have two guests that one of them you guys have seen on the East versus West stage before, Ryan Belanger. Ryan, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Belanger or
It's actually Belanger,
How do you say again?
like Belanger.
Belanger. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Since this is not my native language, sorry about it. Okay, Belanger.
No, everybody over here says it Belanger too. So except for
Okay.
my family. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
and our other guest will be on our stage first time, Ellen Ford, Ellen Hitman Ford. Am I correct?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. And Ellen, when did we first time talk about inviting you to East versus West and didn't happen? Was it like 2 years ago or?
It was your first East versus West.
Oh, probably the first on the pay-per-view. Because the
Yes.
first one was like when Hermes and Matt Mask when they pull, but I think it was after that one. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I know it was
yeah,
really early. So yeah,
yeah,
that's only a couple of years now you've been going.
yeah. It has been it, with the first one. This is now 4 year finishing
Oh,
on
okay.
June 12th. It is 4 years finishing. Yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Okay, so let me start directly into it. Where is the match going? Inside or outside?
That's the big question, isn't it?
I think that's the only question.
We're both going to say the opposite. I mean, I think it's going outside, but I mean, if it goes inside, I'm not. Contrary to what people believe, it's not over. I mean,
Yeah.
I've hung with many high level pullers inside. I know Belanger or Ryan. I've seen you pull. Your hook looks amazing. I'm not underestimating you by any means. But yeah, you're. I'm still in the game if it goes
Yeah.
inside.
That is the popular opinion. People think that like there's a possibility you to win with flash pin, and
Yeah,
they also believe that if it goes inside, uh, people from US they think that Ryan is gonna kill you, but
yeah,
from people from Canada they think that it will still be a war. And
yeah.
Ryan, what is your opinion?
I mean, it's definitely hard to call it. But obviously, I think I think I can get him inside, and I know he can pull on a hook. I've seen him, most recently at that RBJ match. He did very well on a hook. Um,
Yep.
the only thing, I love RBJ. You just never know if he's off the couch or if he's training. And there's no dish to you, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I do very well on being able to get it inside. So I feel confident. My hand's strong. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very surprised when Allen gave such a tough match even inside because those years, uh, Rob Wiggins, he was known to have very strong hook, with that incredible bicep power. And yeah, Allen, like I have seen your matches, and you are surprisingly dangerous. And people may think that like this is just like one super hit, but what was surprising wasn't that hit, but like your performance. Even the match was in the position that your opponent wanted, that which you didn't prepare, but you had to pull. And
Right.
now people tells me that I'm not gonna give their name, but they say that you are in your best ever shape.
Yeah. Yeah. I really am. I went to provincials recently, got inducted into the Hall of Fame finally. Having pulled for 35 plus years, finally got into the Hall of Fame. And I decided just for fun to go into the tournament, and I wanted to test my right arm, went in the super heavies, and no one even slowed me down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Ryan, did I pick a bad matchup for you? Would you prefer someone who goes inside?
I think this matchup is easier for me than if it was like an Iraqi style. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
really, you know what I mean? Alan pulls a bit different. Yes, he could top roll a couple different ways. Um, but no, I don't think it's a bad matchup. I mean, you could argue it's a bad matchup for him, and it's a bad matchup for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, depending on where you think it's going to go. But
Yeah. No, what I'm trying to ask you is that like is lightning fast. Do you think that it's an issue or no issue?
um, maybe round one. You know, round one maybe kind of a feeler. I've you know I've beat Coach Ray all 3 rounds, but I'm known to kind of maybe fumble that first round because I'm feeling around and uh,
That's
just trying
common,
to find a
common
little
for
something.
everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I
it's
no,
hard.
I've seen Alan ever since I came into the arm wrestling. Even before then, I was kind of watching it. But I knew Alan, from UAL days and all that with the Todd Hutchins wars and stuff. So when
Mhm.
when you gave me the name, I was excited to take it because he's always been kind of one of the best in North America at that 198
Mhm.
weight class. So
Yeah, yeah. You have been asking, like you have been joining the podcast, Ryan, and all the time you are mentioning some names. If I'm not mistaken, you mentioned Sasho and maybe
yeah,
a few other names. Yeah, and so yeah. The only thing is that
yeah,
I was asking is that if it is stylistically, worrying, for you, that stylistically, that speed, And how do you consider yourself, Ryan? Do you consider yourself someone fast or normal or slow? How do you see yourself?
I think I think my hand and wrist is fast, so I may not have the whole hit,
Yeah.
but position wise, I could do pretty good with my hand and wrist. It's pretty quick.
Mhm.
So hitting for position, I might be right there. You
So
know,
that's all you need, right? With the go, I have seen some of your matches. You are using your wrist so well, quick. Yeah, but you are not a flash pinner. But that's something different, Yeah, to going with the whole body and then having here. But to stop Allen, you will probably need the hand speed first, huh? To control his pronator.
right? I agree, and I train with Chad Silvers and Hunter Knopf, and they are lightning quick. So training with them every week, I kind of at least is used to somewhat, faster guys. I
Hmm.
don't know if Alan's faster, but I'm
Hmm.
I'm at least used to training, for the speed. So
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah.
Just let's talk very openly. Whenever you
Okay.
look at Ryan, uh, do you see someone who is not at your experience level and like you are like he won't be able to stop me? That kind of thoughts you have, or
So I guess with when you first offered me the match, I was pretty confident. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that match. I didn't even think about it. Like, he's a pure hooker, pretty much. I'm very familiar with those guys that everybody's trying to hook me to stop me. So
Mhm.
I'm very confident. I going into it very confident, but at the same time, I never underestimate. I never do. I mean, he does he he really does have the move to stop me, but
Mhm.
it just comes down to whether he can or not. I mean, I am confident. I seem unstoppable right now. Uh, we'll see. I mean, I'm anxious. I'm excited for it. Uh,
Yeah, I'm sure. And is it important to pull at this stage? But you know, like how this match happened. Like this match happened because like Ryan last year, he okay, first he won the qualification event, correct, Ryan?
Yes,
And
sir.
then we gave him a match against Coach Ray, and then
mhm.
he beat him. It was a dominant victory in Orlando.
Yeah, so that.
And so when somebody comes to the East versus West and wins, like I feel like I have very limited room on the stage. Some people complains that like they say like we see the like same athletes. When we say like same athletes, we invited 150 different athletes till today. So it is not like I mean how to say East versus West stage is like really high level and when if somebody wants to be on that stage really needs to be better than the guys that who are competing. I mean of course we need to give chances to the like new guys but you
Mhm.
can't complain that to see Artem Morozov often. You can't complain you see Vitaly Laletin often because if somebody wants to be in their place, they need to be better than them, you know. It doesn't mean that we are not gonna give chances. So Ryan won his first match, and for 1 year he has been waiting patiently. And I felt like you know I had to do it, and a few times I even kind of apologized him. Am I correct that then thank him for his patience? But it's not because I don't want to invite, but it is because I don't have room sometimes, you know. And so and then I was looking for an opponent for uh, Ryan. And
Mhm.
then I saw you taking me and Robert. You said it's time for the, you know, East versus West stage. And then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, yeah, that's perfect timing. Sometimes I need to be reminded. And then did this match happen, and it's a beautiful matchup. A lot of people I saw like they don't know much about and they are like who are these guys or something you know but that is how Hermes Gasparini was at the beginning how like because they are only following the big stage not everything all over the world so and yeah so I think it will be a beautiful match. I don't know where the match is gonna go. If I can, you know, if I may, I want to share my thoughts that there is a possibility, Ellen, to go direct to the pad, and there is a possibility that Ryan puts in hook, and if it goes to the second option, then I don't think it will be easy. Ryan, do
Yeah.
you expect an easy win if you hook? Like Alan, like, do you think like, okay, only thing I need is just to hook him? Or do you think that there will be more, you know, problems, you know, even if you can hook him?
Yeah, yeah, if I'm being honest in my mind, I mean that's my thought, right? Like if I can get him inside
Hmm.
to my safe zone,
Hmm.
I'll be good to go. But he could pull on a hook too, so you don't. I mean, you just really never know, man. Um, I'm definitely strong, and I think there's a good chance, like if he gets my hand, that arm ain't going very
Oh,
far either.
okay. So you believe that even your hand goes, you can still arm wrestle without your wrist?
Yes.
Okay. And do you think that strap favors you or him, or it doesn't matter? You know.
Man, that's another tricky question, right? Because he probably
Yeah.
knows he knows 30 years worth of tricks and all that and the strap setup. So, but I mean, generally it's said to favor the power guy, but I feel very comfortable in the straps. So,
Cool.
Yeah. How
is that
about
where you go?
That's
you?
that's cool.
You gonna run there right away?
Well, I don't. To be honest, Okay, one thing I wanted to say is if we do end up in the hook, you've never felt a hook like mine. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's not that how powerful it is. It's just different.
Unique.
Yes. To straps, I don't go for straps. I never go for the strap. But if my hand or wrist fails or I don't feel comfortable, I don't have control, and it just happens, then it happens. I don't know that I've ever really intentionally slipped. There might be a couple times in my whole career where it was the right choice to do, and I intentionally slipped. But generally, I'm trying to make something happen, and then it happens. So
Have
and
you
yeah,
ever
I'm
have you
comfortable
ever
in the strap.
agreed to go? Have you ever agreed to go to direct strap with your opponent?
Not in the first match.
No. Oh, okay.
No,
So
I
when you see this like unavailable, and then you say, okay, it's going there. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that was happening actually at provincials with Ian Carnegie and all the big guys. They're all like, "You want to go straps right away?" I'm like, "Nope, no, I don't want to go straps," because they knew that they feel like they would have had something on me in the straps, but I was able to pin them outside of the strap, so I didn't need to go there.
Oh, you win all your matches without the strap?
Yeah. Shoot, now I don't remember. There might have been one that went to strap, but I can't remember. Oh, that was not. Yeah, it was a guy that I don't really know ended up slipping and going to the straps. I think he intentionally slipped, and then I beat him in
Can
straps.
you mention us some of the names that you have wins against?
Well, one thing you're gonna know about me, Engen, is I'm horrible with names. I
Oh,
cannot
the
remember.
remembering. Okay.
The main two was Ian Carnegie, and in that event was Ian Carnegie and Tiny, they call him, Jason Constantini.
Hmm.
You know those two guys.
No, no. I mean, throughout your career.
Oh, throughout my career.
Yeah.
Oh, I, I don't know. I have wins on everybody at some point or another. Honestly, I go to tournaments and just look around, and I'm like, yeah, I've beat that guy, I beat that guy, I beat that guy. I've been arm wrestling so long that there isn't too many people that I haven't beat. Even 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 with the two super matches I had with RVJ, that he came out ahead. I think I still have more wins on him than he does on me.
Yeah, and it's impressive. Yeah. And Ryan, you are thinking it may be a day that Rob Vigent wasn't really in good shape.
Oh, he
Well,
was
well,
100% he was.
Yeah, come on, Ellen. Just you can't stop Ryan believing what he wants, right?
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm
Yep.
joking.
hey,
No,
I
so
gotta be able to sleep. I gotta be able to sleep at night, right?
yeah, fair enough. No, I actually going into that last match I had with RVJ, I was super confident. I thought he is going to get destroyed, but he came in a totally different person. Like he was very on, very strong. There was
Last
some
year's
bad
match.
call. Yeah, there was some really bad calls. If you watch that match, I still think I should have won that match. And I expected to win that match, and then I was going to be knocking on your door after that, and again, I was going to be like, "Look, I'm ready for East versus West." So I did, but it didn't work out that way. So we ended up here. So, and I'm only better since then. Even I believe
When
for
was
some
that?
reason
When was that?
it was about a year ago now. It was at
Uh,
the
uh, okay.
AWC
And
event. Yeah.
and
Um,
Ellen, do you think you are gonna be invited after your next match again?
Invited to where? East versus West?
Yeah, after your next match, you think you will be invited again? But see, look at Ryan. Ryan is going like,
Well, after I win, I damn well better be invited. That's why I'm coming, man. I'm gonna come show
okay,
you. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yes. No,
When
I
nobody
definitely
comes,
want to be involved.
when nobody comes to
What's up?
lose.
No, absolutely not. No. But one thing about me you'll notice that you'll know, and it's something that I often share. I go to almost every event, every match scared. I don't care who it is. I go to a tournament where I know I look at everybody, I'm like, I beat all these guys before. I'm gonna go in the tournament and it's gonna go for fun. But I'm scared. I'm like, oh shit, who knows? You know, you never know who's got a target on you and shooting, like just training and looking at your face, wanting to beat you, you know, and or some of these new people coming out of the woodwork nowadays. Holy crap, they come out first time you see them and they're already at a high level because they're just like in their basement training their butts off. So I never underestimate. I've made that mistake a couple times. Went into matches overconfident and paid for it. got pinned, and I was like, "What the hell am I doing? Why did I do that?" So I don't do that anymore. I go in scared, and I want to feel the nerves. I want to feel a little bit scared going into it.
Mm.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels me.
definitely a good thing. Definitely a good
Yeah,
thing. I'm the same exact way. Uh, you know, like you said, you could be a guy you beaten 10 times and you just still get up there and you're, you know, just so
yeah,
focused. Like, but
yeah.
yeah,
So
I think
by
it's
no means do I
definitely a good
underestimate
thing.
you.
And Ryan, do you think Ellen will be invited anytime soon after your match?
Um,
Listen, I like to steer
it,
pots. That's my
it
job.
might
So you can't blame me.
it depend. I mean, it all depends on you if you want to invite him back losing his first match. I don't know.
Say again? Can you repeat again?
I said it all depends on you whether you want to invite him back after he loses his first match.
Oh, okay, okay. So you are
Yeah,
saying that only if you give him a favor and then
right.
invite him after he loses. Okay, okay, I understand. Right. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
how about I got a question for you, Engin. Are you
yeah.
gonna invite me back regardless?
Regardless,
Regardless of
yeah.
win or lose, you're gonna invite me back because that will make me
Listen,
relax a
listen,
little bit.
listen. That if it was up to me, I would organize this every month, and every event would be 20 super matches, and I would just invite as many people as possible. But you know that this is a global league, and a lot of people are waiting for opportunity. It is not like Engin is like someone important and inviting or not, but it is. I'm just trying to be fair. You understand, as much as
Yeah.
possible to like to be have the same distance, with all the athletes from all over the world. Doesn't matter where they are from, and so that is why. But the reason I'm asking this kind of question is just trying to stir the pot so you guys hear something and trigger you before
Yeah.
the match.
That was
And
actually interesting. That's an interesting question from Alan because he's our. Are you worried?
Am I worried that I'm gonna lose?
yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't
otherwise
ask
you would
that
you wouldn't you
question.
wouldn't ask that such question.
I'm
Well,
not
fair
asking it.
enough.
So.
Uh, like I said, anything's possible, right? I don't
Yeah.
believe I'm going to lose. I mean, Ryan, you said this. You said it. Nobody goes into a match thinking that they're going to lose. I I truly believe I'm going to win. I don't. I like. For instance, what weight are you? What are you coming in? You look thick. Are you cutting for this?
Uh, I'll be cutting a little bit. I'm usually right around 99. So what's that? 218, 217, 219. I always
Okay.
hover about there.
There is a message. It says this is Alan Ford's retirement match. Ryan is too strong. Brandon Woodson, he's saying this. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm never retiring, so that's not an option.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, just Alan, we are just trying to provoke you so that you
Sure.
would come with even more, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
motivated.
I'm I'm a
I'm
pretty
not a
happy,
good shit
easygoing
talker.
guy.
So.
What's that?
I'm a pretty happy, easygoing guy
Yeah.
until I'm up to that table and you're I'm sorry, but you're my fucking enemy at that time. And then we could be best friends afterwards. I don't care. But I need to kill you. Like I'm not called the hitman for no reason. There's multiple uh, interpretations of the hitman. Take people out. So I really think that you this is a great match for you. Like if you do well against me, it's gonna tell you something. I mean, I've been top level for a long time. I've held the top spots in Ontario and Canada for I don't even know 10, 15 years. And that's not because I wasn't competing. And even in North America, I think at one point when I actually went over and competed, I think I made it to second in North America, just under Todd Hutchings. So, like, you're in it deep here, Ryan. I don't know your history so much or how long you've been arm wrestling for, because I actually couldn't find a lot on you. So I'm assuming you're newer, like 5 years maybe.
1 second, Ryan.
Seven? Okay,
Let me translate if there is some language barrier between you guys. He says that you are in trouble. Okay,
I did. I think you are.
that's good. That's
Oh,
what we want. And
well, with
Ryan,
you,
now let's hear from you.
I was gonna say with you saying, this is the strongest and best shape you've ever been. Um, at the minimum, you're gonna have to be that to get through my arm. Um,
Of course,
and
you're going to say that.
uh, I don't say things that ain't true. So, but I know, I know the talent I train with. I know the guys that I've beaten. Um, I think some of them kill you, and some of them might not. So,
So you know what team I'm part of, right?
no, I don't.
Ottawa High Hookers. I don't know if you've
Okay.
heard of them, and well, we're a branch of it. My team is a Valley High Hooker, so I trained with Ottawa for years and years, and I moved and started a branch of that group. We're called the Valley High Hookers because we're in the Ottawa Valley. We have just within my group, we have quite a few top level pullers, and then go to Ottawa. Obviously, there's all those guys are, including Devin. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not gonna say it. Forget it. Last time I was fooling around with Devin, I was pinning him. So, but it wasn't on an arm wrestling table. It was like on the off to the side and stuff. And I was blowing my mind. I'm like looking at my arm, going, "Oh my god, this thing is so amazing." That it's been
Oh,
very surprising. It's surprising me lately.
Ellen,
Every time
Ellen,
I just
please stop because now Ryan is sending me a private message and can we cancel this match? Ryan, do you really
oh
want that? Yeah. Are you
Look,
intimidated,
Devin gets
Ryan?
beat.
Are you
No,
intimidated?
that Devin gets beat on the practice table all the time.
not all the time, but
I'm
yes.
not. Well, yeah, I mean, but you know, I'm never intimidated. If you told me, if you called and said you're pulling LeVon in 6 weeks, cool, I'll go pull him. It'll
Yeah,
be half second each match, but I'm not scared to pull anybody. I
that's
pull every tournament I go to. I pull supers. I pull 242s.
that's
All the
cool.
classes. So
Okay, let
I've
me
been.
hear more clearly. Ryan, what is your winning chance against Ellen?
I say 60-40.
60-40. And
Yeah.
Ellen?
Uh, I don't know. 80-20.
80-20.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know what I want to hear here? The confidence. So,
Well,
both.
I want to tell you, I want to say something though. Ryan,
Okay.
you don't know me very well, but to be honest, I'm not a confident person when it comes to arm wrestling. I'm like I said earlier, I go into any event going, "Oh fuck, he's here." Like, "Oh shit, I don't know if I have a chance." You ask any of my friends, I would go to them and be like, "Oh fuck, did you see so and so's here? Like, how should I beat this guy?" Like, I'm very not confident in it going into it. I like it like that. Over
Mhm.
time it's showed me that I should be confident, but I still am not. I always ask people for advice. What should I do against this guy? Dude, just do your thing, man. You're the hitman. Like it just
So,
I
so this guy who is not confident believes that he's gonna win 80%. So
yes,
imagine if you
that's
are
what I'm saying.
confident, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So it,
I,
it,
I,
it just means that you are in big trouble, right? That when
yeah.
he is not confident, he believes 80%. Imagine if he was a confident person, it would be probably 100-0. So in backside of his mind, it says that you have no chance.
Well, no, I did say he has a chance. But yes, I'm definitely on the side of I'm going to kill him. Sorry, but
Yeah. So, you know,
not sorry.
some men, you know, like to talk about what they're going to do. I like to just go up there and do it.
Well, I'll
I'll tell
show
you
you. Don't
60
worry.
40. I'll tell you 60 40 here. And when that thing gets sucked inside, sorry.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
Ryan,
excited for it.
how
I'm
about
excited.
Ryan? If he goes inside, at that point, what's your chance?
100.
100. Okay.
What if
So,
I shoot hook on you and just look at you and be like, "What, Ryan?"
oh, I
I'll
like
kick
that.
you under the table.
I like
You'll
that.
kick me under the table? Oh shit! You're not allowed to do that,
I'll,
are you?
I'll make you elbow foul.
Yeah. Okay.
I,
Hey,
I,
I've
I,
done. I've been known to use that too. It's a usable tool.
It's a gentleman's foul.
Alan, is that after you secure the win?
What?
Like you're gonna go inside and look at his face?
Oh, if I'm dominating, yeah, absolutely. I'll play.
So
I'll try and hook.
it's best of five. So it is like 2-0 you winning in the round three. You would take that risk, you think? Or you would just
I'm,
like
I'm
make look
so
at
the
Ryan.
issue is
Ryan is going.
I'm not a gambler at all.
I,
I
Okay.
I,
secured a win. If I've secured a win and we want to pull again, I definitely would try out the hook for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But
It is.
I don't fuck around. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is best of.
I'm not playing either. I want to play it all either. You know.
Okay.
No.
And Ryan, what are your teammates thinking about this match? Have you ever pulled Brandon Elsesser or Adam Warzinski, Ellen?
I pulled Brandon Ellicester. It was my first time on the Mac table. I do not like set grips at the time. That's part of the reason why I never really compete. I went and competed with the first WAL uh, event. I didn't like it. I don't like not being able to feel the
Yeah.
person before we go.
Yeah.
So I don't think I
That
was.
doesn't
He
like
beat me.
set grips. Okay.
He beat me. So, but that being said, I have won ever since in the Mac with Mac, and I even asked for another match with him, and he doesn't even want a part of me now.
Okay.
So
When was this match? When was this match?
the first Mac event, so Mac MAC one.
Okay. Okay.
He
But
was my
you,
first match.
do you think that your shape right now is better?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Do they not? Does he not train with Doug Allen? Because Doug Allen, I destroyed Doug Allen like he wasn't even there.
Okay.
I actually felt bad for him, to be honest. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I felt bad because I thought the match was way closer than that.
I saw that match.
Yeah. When you say that you are not trying to be, but you think you are not trying, but you are, or
What, not trying to be cocky?
yeah.
I I'm not
So you are
trying to be
saying
cocky.
that I'm
I,
natural like this.
it's
I'm not
coming
trying.
it's coming out cocky because I dominated it. I crushed him. So I don't know how to say that nicely. Like, how do you say you kick everybody's ass and not sound cocky?
Ellen, yeah, yeah. Those guys from East, really, they should be studying some of you guys about trash talk. But of course, everyone is different. Some likes it, some don't like it.
I'm
Yeah.
not a trash talker. I'm not trying to trash talk. It's
Hey,
just
listen,
true.
that is even better. You are doing that naturally. You are
Yeah.
not like some people are forcing themselves, but it's naturally the way you are is very provoking. Am
Okay.
I wrong, Ryan? Isn't it provoking? That
I feel like he's trying to be, but it ain't bothering me at all.
okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, it ain't bothering me at all.
I'm not a guy to play a head game before the match to try to win, like to try to get in your head ahead of time. I'm really not. It could go either way. I honestly believe that, but I am confident. I'm the strongest I've ever been. I'm surprising myself every time I go to an event. I know the level I've been at when I've had crazy awesome wins, like in the past, and I'm above that now. Things are really clicking right now, so I'm confident. I really am. That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about some other matches. Alan, do you know Arsen Kachatarian?
Arson? No, I'm thinking I know Arson Lilly. Yeah.
That is the guy that beat Andrei Sharkovich in the Arlington East versus West. He is originally from Armenia.
No, I don't know him very well. Again, sorry.
Okay, and you probably how do you see their match against Pauline Ryan?
Ah,
Oh, he's competing against Paul Lynn.
Yeah, he's pulling it.
yeah. I think Paul's just leveled up since man, who did he lose to? Krasny. So I think he's leveled up quite a bit since Krasny.
Mhm.
I'm not saying he wasn't high level then, but it seems like his training that he switched up and all that is definitely working. After watching his last match with David, so I'd have to say Paulin is probably this 70-30 favorite.
Paul Lynn is who I want a match with. I've been calling him out for a while now.
Ryan, do you think Ellen will get a Pauline match after your match?
Again, if you want to give him a gift for a loss and you let him pull Paul, sure.
Give Paul a gift or me a gift?
Give you a gift after losing.
Yeah, you really have no clue then about me, right? Like, do you like honestly?
I know I probably know more about you than you know about me. So
Okay, cool. Then you're confident. That's great.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's what I want. That's what I want. Of course, with a border, but that fired up two competitors, incredible. Yeah. So let's talk. Today, I set a match. Um, I don't know how you exactly pronounce his name, but the guy Ricard from like originally from South Africa, but lives in Australia. And do you know how to pronounce his name? Do you guys know him?
No, I'd have to see the name. I'm not
I think
sure.
it's Ricard Borgman.
Yeah, Ricard. Yeah, okay, Ricard. Yeah,
Regard.
Yeah,
I don't know how
he
to
pulled.
pronounce. Yeah,
I think the last person I seen him pull was Don Underwood. Probably what
and how
5 or
how did
6
that
months
match
ago.
go?
He killed Don.
Oh, okay. And he's gonna
Yeah.
pull against Wallace.
Wallace?
Yeah, Wallace also just recently beat, I think, Marcio Barboza, Rambet, and other guys. But yeah,
So
and
obviously this Ricard guy he earned his spot, so he's good, right? I still
he's
think
busy.
Wallace has got him.
Yeah, I mean, people says that he's number one in Australia. And yeah, I don't know, but they say he's very strong, and he's very happy to get that opportunity. He's a young guy, and I'm very happy when people are excited to pull at the best stage against the best guys. You know that their excitement is just like make me remember my first years and like how hungry I was for success and proving myself. And now, whenever I see his happiness, he sent me a message. He was very happy. I love it. I love it. And how do you see this match, Ryan? I think you know both guys at least a bit.
Yeah. Man, to me, this is this is probably a 50-50 match. If you're kind of comparing maybe a couple opponents that they've each faced that have faced each other in the past, I would say I'd give the edge to Wallace, but I think it's gonna be a war.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 55-45
And,
for
and,
Wallace.
No,
and,
that's cool.
but you don't have any opinion because you don't know the guys, right, Ellen?
Well, no, I don't know the South. Would you say South Africa? Africa? Is that what you said?
Yeah, South Africa. Yeah.
I don't know him as well as I do Wallace. That's why I was leaning towards Wallace. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, no, I don't.
People who know the both guys, they think that it is a very interesting match. They may
Oh,
go
cool.
either way, yeah. And
Well,
so,
that's always entertaining if it's close like that.
yeah. I mean, we will see. We will see. Like you never know, my friend, until you set the match and they pull. You never know. Even 5% difference can be a domination.
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we have Fia Rysek versus Ellen Yanham. I think, listen, the similar names from country to country, it just sound, different. You understand? There is a, just say we have David Samusha, the same name you would pronounce like David over there, but his name
Oh,
is David. Like Ivan Matushenko, a lot of people are calling him Ivan, but it's not Ivan. It's Ivan. So that's why I don't know how to pronounce some names. And are you guys familiar with Elin from Sweden? Elin is a rising star, very strong girl, and Fia Isaac.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen her actually. Yeah.
yeah. Fia is a legend, like no doubt. Anyone who doesn't think Fia is a legend, then they don't know about arm wrestling. Fia is the only person in the East vs West League that is holding the belt of right arm and left arm at the same time. And her last match was also against another lady from Sweden, Malin Bergström, and now one more lady from Sweden. And do you guys have any prediction about this match or not super familiar?
I'm not super familiar.
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit. I'm sorry, I already forgot her name. I saw a little
Lee?
bit. Yeah, I saw a couple videos of her. I mean, she looks very good, but it'd be hard to bet against Fia. I mean, she's looked so strong, dominant. Uh,
Hmm.
you
And
know,
she's, I think, in her prime. She seemed very strong. Anyway, so let's go to another match. Wagner Bortolato versus Manuel Battaglia. Manuel is from Italy and he is WAF super heavyweight champion with left arm. And Wagner Bortolado is a legend from Brazil, and they will pull a left arm match. Yeah.
It's hard to call on Wagner because Wagner's got he's so explosive, right? So if he explodes in the right place at the right time, he's
Mhm.
going to be dominant. So it's hard to bet against him or for him because it's also his kryptonite as well because he's so explosive and so like I don't know, it's just kind of all over the place that he can kind of put himself in a bad position as well. That's how I see it anyway.
But if he applies his move, you see that it's hard to stop him. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Ryan,
yeah. I mean, I agree with that one. I think Wagner. The only question is, I don't know. Well, what's the gas tank of the other guy? Does he have some pretty good endurance? I feel like Wagner gasses out quick.
yeah, I think similar. I would say. I
Yeah, if he
think
gets stopped.
what's that?
I said if he gets stopped for a couple times there, yeah, he's gonna run out of gas. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Manuel is going outside while Wagner is going inside with shoulder. So if Manuel can take Wagner's wrist at like center, I think he would have a big chance to win. But if somehow Wagner puts the shoulder behind and Manuel is in losing position, it will be very hard for him to lift him up from there. Yeah.
is Manuel fast? I can't remember. Is he hit? Like, does he hit? Is he fast?
He's not slow, but he's not really a flash pinner. He's just maybe fast in his move.
So
Some
not as
people fast
okay.
this way, some people fast this way. Like I can call Ryan fast and slow. Maybe slow to go to pin pad directly, but very fast for the quick wrist
Uh,
move. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know if you agree or not, Ryan, but I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
it could go either way then, right? It's close.
yeah, I mean, listen, this is we are talking stylistically. If somebody is very, very strong to apply his move, then he will have the advantage, you know. And
Yep.
we don't know that. We don't know that yet. And let's talk to some bigger guys. Alex Kurdecha versus Artem Morozov right arm.
After I've seen Kardashian, when Kardashian came to Canada and I seen him pull and felt him and stuff, like he's got so much potential, that guy. He's just on I don't see how he's not just hasn't proven it yet. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? In general. So, but I believe if he's training hard that he's going to come out on top for sure. Like if you know anything about him, the guy's got all the tools.
Mhm, mhm,
That's
mhm.
just how one of my belief anyway.
So who's winning?
I think he is. Like I think, yeah,
You think Alex is gonna beat Morozov right arm?
I think he is. I mean, he needs to. At this point, I feel like he really needs to. So that needing having a goal, a need to win is worth. I think it's worth a lot, right? You
Mhm,
just get thrown a match, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose, no big deal, kind of thing. You're not putting as much into it as if you need the win, and I think he needs it right now to prove himself.
mhm. And Ryan?
Yeah, I think Morozov's going to beat him. I think
Ryan, I have
Really,
Alex
a
might.
question for you. When you guys in training table time, do you guys talk about these guys time to time?
Yeah, yeah,
not
Mhm.
me. We are in our own little world, man. So the guys will pop up and say, "Oh, did you see that match?" And I often, I'm just doing my own thing. I don't study arm wrestling like most.
Mhm.
I train. I just
So
train.
you think that you are an arm wrestler, but not super arm wrestling fan?
I'm a fan of learning.
Yeah, yeah.
For
So
me,
you focus on yourself, but you don't really watch a lot
I
of
don't.
things all day.
I
You know,
don't.
just yeah. Okay.
I don't spend a lot of time on social
Yeah.
media and
Tata Singh says the
that. Like,
same thing. Tata Singh says the
yeah,
same thing. Tata Singh says that he watches guys only when they are set to pull against him. You know.
yeah, yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, Ryan, what's your answer? You said that you think Morozov, did you say, or I misremember?
yeah. I think Morozov's gonna beat him. And it may be close, but I think it's more like a 3-1. Uh, I feel like I feel like he was in super good shape when he just pulled the tally not that long ago, and
That
even
was
if you're
left
just
arm, yeah. It was.
right, but if you're training specific left arm, I mean, your
Uh,
right arm kind of comes along with it, and vice versa. You know what I mean? If you're training hard, so uh, I'm gonna go with Morozov.
okay, can I ask you something? Where do you think the match is going? Inside, outside, side, dead wrist? How do you see him winning?
And inside,
Inside, okay.
inside.
This is funny because of course, because you're an
Dude,
inside guy. I think it's going outside, and that's why I think Kardec is going to win.
Okay, okay, yeah. And let's talk about your countrymen. Matt Mask versus Irakli Zirakashvili left arm. Matt says that his left arm is not as good as his right, but Irakli is also like he has been inactive for last 6 years, and his left wasn't as good as his right then. So how do you see this match?
Well, it's got to be good enough for him to take the match. So I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough one for me too. Like, I mean, I want to say Matt Mass because he's my fellow Canadian, but
Mhm.
um, I all I know is that Rackley's right arm. So left. I don't know. It could go either way, really. I don't even really know a lot about Matt Mask's left arm. Has he had any big wins with his left arm?
I mean, he has some wins against Devon. during the WL.
Oh yes. Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking
That was
about, I think,
a long time ago, eh?
not rounds winning, not the super match winning, but some pins, I should say, not the
Like
win.
practice pins. Practice
No, no,
pins.
no. In a super match, he has
Oh,
some round wins. I think one or two. Yeah,
this was many years ago though.
yeah.
2017, 2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's day and
He
night
beat,
now.
he
I
beat
can't.
Ryan. Who did he beat? Like in the East versus West Challenger Series, Wilton.
Wilton Brock. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat him pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Wilton guy, do you know him? He's good left arm.
Yeah. And he was in very good shape from what I understood.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
this is what I am saying, that like Matt may be underestimating his left arm, but we'll see. How do you see this
Yeah.
match?
I think Matt Mask is probably the favorite, probably 80-20.
Wow.
Um, I, I,
Yeah.
I think, I just think the length, um, the length of Matt and everything is going to be a problem for Rackley. I got to go with Matt, a pretty heavy favorite, but
Hmm.
Yeah. Matt's on fire right now too. Like I think he's doing really well, better than he's ever done. So whether he's putting that much effort into his left arm right now or not, I don't know. But I know myself. My left arm just kind of comes along with my right. It's not. It's not. It's not my
there to hold the
focus. But
peg.
what's that
I said it's
on the
there to
peg?
hold the peg. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, I do pull with it. But yeah,
Okay, Alan. Michael Todd versus Georgi Dizerano. Are you familiar with Georgi Dizerano?
not very much. This is right arm as well, correct? Obviously,
Yes, right.
Michael beats right arm.
Yeah.
Mike, I'm not as confident about Mike right now. He's trying to make an effort to make another run at it, but I don't know if he's got what it takes. So unless this is a gimme match, like where he's set to like beat this other guy. I don't know the other guy, honestly. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
other guy is also very strong guy. Very, very strong
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
So I don't see I don't see Mike. I don't know. I'm not as confident with Mike's performance lately. So
Yeah, but his losses were against like two superstars, Hermes and Vitaly Laletin,
no, I
and
understand.
they both had very hard time. Some people think Hermes beat him easy, but you can ask
No,
Hermes himself, it's not easy. Beating Michael 98% of the times is not easy. You
no,
beat,
no. If he gets his spot there, it's not easy for anybody,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
So
And Ryan,
Um, I think I think stylistically, it's a horrible match for Georgie. Um, he's a hooker, right?
I mean, he can hook. Maybe you remember his match against Revas, but he also top rolled him. Revas loses in a Dubai event. Yeah, and yeah, he's very strong. But I have a question for you, Ryan. You said stylistically it's a bad match for him. I mean, like stylistically, to who Michael is not a bad matchup. Like I mean,
Uh,
like, can you say that? Oh, Michael, so it's stylistically good match for this guy. I don't know any guy like this. Everyone, including
yeah,
Denis Siplenko, the Andrei Pushkar, and many others. They all had hard time. It's very very hard to hold Michael and beat with like this. You really need to have the tools to finish him, and yeah.
but I
So
get what Ryan's saying, like someone with a higher hand, riser, top roll kind of thing to get up on top of Michael with a
yeah,
press is how you beat him.
Laletin, like one of the best top rows. He's very tall. He's probably 5 inches taller than Michael. Even he couldn't go outside. He had to, go with the dead wrist, and
Mm.
somehow he ended up being stylistically bad matchup for Michael because his reach is so good that Michael didn't have anywhere to go because Vitali's reach was just like it was like reaching everywhere on the table, you know. Yeah. Okay, how do you see this match, Ryan? Like, do you see Michael winning this one?
Yeah, I think Mike's gonna win it. 'Cause I like Georgie, man. He's super strong. I just like watching him pull. I mean, he just looks like, you know, uh, like a chisel out of stone. You know what I mean? Like it's just all muscle. Um, yeah, I think Mike's gonna beat him,
Mm,
especially with it being kind of like I want to call it a do or die match, but after losing the last one, you kind of got to get another win under your belt, right?
mm.
So he's
I mean,
wants to.
it is not my um, place to say it, but if Michael also loses this match, in my opinion, I think he should consider 115, like 253. I think, yeah, but it's not my place. But I mean, he has all the chances to win the next match. Okay, Alex Kurdecha versus Devon Larratt, left arm. Let's start with Ellen.
Well, I've seen these two pull left arm before, and this is why I know what Alex is very strong. But Devin is, I can't ever bet against Devin. That's the thing. Like this is practice pulls, right? Or I think they actually pulled on the stage at one event when he came to Canada. And Kardeccia was pretty. I don't know if I can't remember if he actually pinned him, but I was really impressed at what he did with him in that time. So I can't bet against Devin. I gotta say Devin, but I think it's close. I think it's close. I think it's actually going to be a good match
Yeah,
as long as Kardeccia can get him earlier rather than later, because then Devin's into his endurance. But that's Devin's game, right? He's gonna play that. He's gonna do whatever he can to make the lap match go longer, so that it is an endurance factor rather than strength and skill as much. You know.
yeah. I mean, no matter like who Devon is pulling against, like people always expect Devon to do something extraordinary,
Yep.
and even when he is not looking favorite, people still think that Devon would find a way. You know, this is what I see. You know, from
Yeah.
people's action.
He literally wills his wins. You know what I mean by he wills it? Like he does. It's
Yeah,
crazy. The stuff I've seen him do over the years. It's just insane.
Yeah, and Ryan.
I think Devin for sure is gonna win. I think Alex is probably. I'd probably bet money that Alex will get at least one. The first one,
Yeah.
and possibly a second. But I think Devin's going to find a stop somewhere, or maybe that second one will just hang up a little too long, and then Alex still get the win, and then Devin come back three in a row. I mean that's how I see it: 3-1, 3-2, Devin.
That makes sense. Yeah, for
Without
sure. I
without
agree.
without without Alex winning, the first two probably.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Joseph Meranto versus Ivan Portela. Ivan Portela is a legend from Spain. He has many WAF titles, but his world titles were in lighter categories like 55, 60, which is 121, 132. But his weight is right now around 154. So he and Joseph Maranto, Joseph had two wins at the EvW stage. One was against Kevin Palco. It was surprising, and because I didn't know who he was. And then he also won against Cody Woods. That was also kind of surprising because Cody was just on fire, and
Mm.
people thought that Cody was gonna win, but Joseph ended up winning. Now we have an international opponent for him. Ivan Portela currently is probably not one of the best in this category, but still very dangerous. And this will be first experience for the North American rising star. Do you know Joseph Maranto, Ellen?
I don't know. I don't recognize either of those names. I'm much better with faces. Maybe I've seen them before, but I don't recognize the names.
Yeah, he was in the Arlington event. And
Okay.
Ryan, you are probably following him.
Yeah. Joseph, he trains in Arizona with Tim
John Brazil.
Chalmers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
John Brzane. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I pulled Cody Wood, and I know how strong Cody Wood is in a hook. To be 154 pounds or whatever,
Uh,
and for Joseph to kind of be pretty comfortable in that hook with Cody, it didn't look like he was really really in danger of losing that match when it was in the hook. I'm gonna go with Joseph. I'm gonna ride the you know the Joseph train to the top, man. He I don't I would say it's 60-40 for Joseph. But I know
and
I know he's a hooker too, and definitely decorated. Um, just I guess it just depends where this level falls. You
uh,
know,
Truly like hookers, eh?
Ryan,
If they're a hooker, you think they're gonna win.
yeah, of course.
Love it. I love it.
Ryan, unlike Ellen, you follow what's going on, right, globally in our wrestling world.
Oh yeah, I'm probably one of the biggest fans there is. On top of being a competitor, I listen to all the podcasts
Podcast,
and
yeah, I
all
see
that.
that you are all the time, commenting, and yeah. So let's go to the main event. Levan Saginashvili versus Hermes Gasparini. I'm sure, Ellen, you follow that much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like, I mean, I know that has previously got pins on him, but a pin, right? He pinned him once. Was it just once?
No, he followed out twice, or not
Uh,
followed out, but he didn't. Go ahead. Sorry.
okay, it
I
wasn't
just
like
know that
that.
he's
It
close.
was like 4-0, and then they started round 5, and Hermes stopped him, and he was in winning position. Levan fouled, and they both went to their corners. And as far as I am informed, that Levan said that's enough.
Oh, that's
And
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is what, and they never finished the round 5, and they never started round 6. So, and according to some people, it was 4-2. According to some people, it was 4-1, and according
Yeah.
to some people, it was 4-0. So,
That was the time that Levon basically ran out of gas, right? He was done because those rounds were so long.
Yeah,
yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
now
So
there's big beef right now about that subject. And Hermes made a video. So look at Ryan is laughing. So probably he's aware of what's going on. And Hermes made a video. He called Levan some names, and Levan got angry. And I don't want to go more in details. I have all the information. And some paranoid people think that this is for like hyping the event, but in fact that is not really good looking situation. There's a big tension. Go ahead,
Hmm. I'm just thinking. I hope that Hermes gets a win on him. To be honest, it'd be really cool because right now Levon's untouchable, and it seems like Hermes is the only one that is proved that he has a shot at it. So,
Mhm.
and I'm sure he's going to be crazy ready for this, and he's already familiar with the way that Levon pulls. So, yeah, he's going to be dialed in, and I think if he doesn't win, he's going to actually get pins on him this time. Maybe at least one, maybe two.
Hmm. The
But
thing
I
is
hope.
that last time when Levan and Hermes pulled, I don't think that Hermes went there with a mindset that I'm gonna go there and win, and I will be the
Right.
champion. He didn't. The rounds that he was fired up, he told me that whenever he looked at Levan's corner and Irakli and others, they were laughing at him. So he says that that really bothered him so much, and
Oh,
he got angry, fired up, and then those late rounds, you know. And
so
this time, 100% I know 100% because I talked with Hermes. He is going there with a mindset to win. He says that 22nd of June, he will wake up with a belt and gauntlet as a new super heavyweight world champion. This is his mindset. And from
cool.
outside, Levan is going there just to destroy Hermes because people really made fun with him. They call him Oxygen Ashvili or something. They made Oxygen and made his last name. They made fun, and it really bothers Levan. And now when Hermes is also saying stuff, now Levan says trash talk finish. Hermes, we will see each other in Chicago. Be ready. And so the things are really tense, but the guys are just for sure they have mutual respect, but we will see how it will end up, you know. So you are saying that Hermes is gonna win 1 or 2 rounds.
At least, I mean, I want to see him. I kind of want to see him win, just to be in that to get Levon out of that position. You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
first untouchable position to see make him more human like. But and him going like Ermi's going into this being like very focused on winning this time. Whereas the last time you were saying he didn't really have he
No,
just was coming to arm wrestle, right, and see what happens. Now it's focus. He's felt it. He knows where he needs to go. It's going to be a different game. I'm hoping to see at least 1 or 2 wins, if not him winning.
Ryan.
Well, because I watch all the podcasts and everything, it was mentioned, correct me if I'm wrong, that at that particular time when they pulled, Levon was not in very good shape. Is
Mm-hmm.
that so without so Levon not being in very good shape and then maybe coming into this, you know, pedal to the metal, training hard and I don't know, 20% stronger, like is there
20%,
is there
20%.
Twenty
right,
percent is a lot.
Yeah, 20%.
right, right,
Like if you are like not in your prime or something, yeah. But if you are not in your best shape, just say that you are 5 to 10% less, in my opinion. But there
right.
is also something that like Hermes had some struggles against Dave Chaffee a few months before that match, and
Mm.
I mean like I think that right now Hermes is also in different shape, different level. So my guess is that both are stronger than that time. But I think that what you believe, what you are saying is that Levan wasn't in his best, and this time he's coming with his best, and he's gonna win. I think this is where you were going.
Yeah, so he wasn't at his best before and he still won, right? And it was a battle. So to me it's trying to figure out, how much Hermes has went up and how much Levon has went up, where it'll fall. I think I think Hermes would have to jump pretty drastically to kind of win it. I mean, I want Hermes to win. I just think I just think Levon's still the favorite, I think probably 70-30.
Yeah, on the paper,
Yeah.
whoever is saying Levan is not favorites, I don't know if they are really sharing their true feelings. But being favorites sometimes
If you
don't.
haven't lost, if you
Yeah,
haven't lost in 4 years, there's no way that you're the underdog, right? There's
8 years,
no
Yep,
way,
eight,
yep,
8 years.
or
absolutely.
8 years. Yeah, 8 years. There's no way you're the underdog. He's got to be the favorite.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, we will see. I think this is one of the most important matches in the history of arm wrestling, and very soon we are. What's today? 29? No, 30th, right? 30th. So we are
22.
22
20.
days away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be last 3 weeks. Yeah. Anyway, so before we finish, I also want to wish you guys safe preparation and just stay strong, stay healthy, and just don't forget the things that you guys told each other. And and because some
I
people
already
will,
forgot.
yeah, you will not forget, right? Yeah, yeah. And I think it will be a great event. Alan, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for
Thank
uh,
you.
being our guest, and it was honor. And yeah, and Ryan, also thank you very much, my friend. You waited. How long you waited? About 10 months for this match. I think it was August, and now
August. Yeah.
yeah, June. So about 10 months, and yeah, and
I
go
I just
ahead.
want to say that, thank you for inviting me, Alan. Thank you for accepting the match. This could potentially be match of the night. Depends on how it lines up.
That's
So
what I'm going
so
for.
just stay healthy the last 3 weeks, and I look forward to meeting you. I won't talk to you the whole time until after we pull. Don't take it personally.
I'm the same. That's fine.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, but listen,
again,
go ahead. Go ahead,
I
Alan.
was just gonna say, yeah, again, thanks for the opportunity as well, accepting this match. I don't know if you know what you bet off here, but you will see what happens.
Yeah.
I want the whole thing.
Ryan, Alan is
You're
not
getting
saying
it.
the truth. Ryan,
I
Alan is
don't.
not saying the truth. You just said that this may be like potentially the best match of the day, and he said that this is what he's going for. No, he's going for Flashpin. Don't believe him, Ryan.
Fair enough. But that to me is the best match of the day for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyways, guys, once again, thank you, and you take care of yourself.
Take
All
care,
right. Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Peace.